Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Max, the Mimi Gamer here, and today I am going to be doing a review of BattleBots Season 7, Episode 5. That was a really long sentence. So this episode was, of course, Minotaur vs. Free Shipping, Claw Viper vs. Ribbot, a few other really great matches like Sawblades vs. Lockjaw. That would have made more sense as a main event for me personally, because of course there was a whole team overhaul versus Lockjaw thing in season 1. But then again, yeah. Pretty good episode in all. So there was a whole Lynx and Riptide thing, which was a bit annoying and weird. So our first fight of the night was Minotaur versus Free Shipping, and it went exactly how you'd expect. Free Shipping tried to the robots charged each other. Minotaur got the upper hand, of course. Then Minotaur landed a flurry of blows, ripped off one of Free Shipping's edges. I believe Free Shipping flipped Minotaur over though, but at that point they were missing a wedge. And then Minotaur basically did the most Minotaur thing out there, ripped off a wheel, destroyed the other ones basically. Free Shipping didn't stand a chance, to be honest. There was nothing they could really do to Minotaur. Their spinner just doesn't seem to be doing enough damage. But Minotaur had a pretty convincing win there. Good win for Minotaur. Then we have my absolute favourite fight of the night, Claw Viper vs. Ribbot. This fight was chaos. I loved it. I was standing up. I loved it because of Claw Viper. Now, Claw Viper was just slamming Ribbot. Like, they slammed it so hard on its side that they literally broke Ribbot's left side drive. Like, they got it hung up on the arena sidewall. Ribbot did land a few hits, but it was domination from Claw Viper. I loved it. I love BattleBots. It went to the judges. Claw Viper won. They stopped half Ribbot's drive. They stopped the weapon. They were just in control. They were so aggressive. I loved it. It was a great match. Then we have the fight I thought should have been the main event, and that was Lockjaw versus Sawblades. Now the episode's like two teams with bad blood, whatever, are facing each other. And if you don't know, there was this thing in season 1 with Overhaul and Lockjaw, and that was when Overhaul was the whole MIT squad, including Jameson Go and all them. And so basically all what happened in the fight was just Sawblades. Sawblades was smothering Lockjaw. Lockjaw did damage the front wedge, but Sawblades landed a lot of hits. Very convincing win. They did get it by KO. But Lockjaw did pretty decently as well there. And then we have our first split decision. Witch Doctor versus Fusion. Now you're probably thinking, how did Fusion get a split decision against Witch Doctor? Now the thing is, Witch Doctor was running a wedge, and that's probably the worst thing you can do against Fusion. It happened to Emulsifier, and it's happened to a few bots in the past. But basically, Fusion's won a lot of exchanges at the start because they were underneath Witch Doctor, and Witch Doctor just then started hitting Fusion a bit, and Fusion's vert stopped. But Fusion attacked with the horizontal, ripped off half Witch Doctor's wedge. Then Witch Doctor destroyed Fusion's weapon and then flipped it over. Pretty good performance from both robots. It did go to the judges, who voted in a split decision again for Witch Doctor. Very entertaining fight. Pretty good fight. Like, lots of action, destruction, everything. I see why it was a split decision as well. Very hard fight to judge. Then we have Blip versus Huge. Now, this was the only fight you guys got wrong. So it started out, Blip was controlling Huge, flipping Huge around a bit. Huge was bouncing on its wheels. It was hilarious. It was chaos. I loved it. I like chaotic fights, by the way. It was really good at the start. Then Blip flipped Huge over. Huge landed a shot to the top of Blip's flipper. Slammed it into the screws, but then they had to do an unstick because of how far Huge got into Blip's flipper arm. Then after they unstuck the two robots, Blip couldn't flip. It went to the judges. Blip was still being aggressive though, but it was a reasonably good performance from Blip. I still love Blip. Then in our pre-main event fight, Double Tap vs Fusion, Double Tap vs Doomba happened. Don't really know what to say here. Double Tap spun up, started Doomba, then Double Tap hit Doomba, and Doomba died. There's nothing really much to say about this fight. It did look like Double Tap did a lot of damage. I don't know if that's just because Doomba might not be the best robot out there, though. Yeah. Double Tap won. KO. Yeah, it happened. Yeah, things. Then our main event that probably shouldn't have been the main event. Riptide vs Mad Cattle. Now, the reason it was the main event in this episode called Bad Blood Boiling was because Mad Cattle said they copied the Calvin Eber's smaller robot Lynx. Of course, Calvin Eber's on the driver for Mad Cattle, so whole thing about that. But what actually happened in the fight, both robots landed a few good hits to each other. Mad Cattle looked pretty good. Then Riptide happened and started tearing at Mad Cattle, just absolutely annihilating it. It was all over in 30 seconds. But it was pretty entertaining, lots of good hits. Riptide won, yeah, main event. Pretty good. So, as for what I thought of this episode, it was pretty good. Some pretty good fights. Sorry this is a bit of a shorter episode. It's a bit more manageable time-wise. But yeah. Also, I will be away for a little bit, so I will not be able to get up a predictions video. So, yeah, I'm away on school camp already, so I won't be able to release a video or anything. Yeah, but don't worry, I will try to get my upload frequency a bit better. Hopefully a few more stop motions, and yeah, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.